What's going on, people? What's up, what's up, what's up, YouTube? Welcome to Derek Jones Talks Live. We are going to have a wonderful discussion this evening about Sinetta app, Unks Crackpipe, little fiasco. It's a situation going on over there. People are threatening to call feds. People are threatening to do this. So we're just going to try to talk about it just for a second and to see what we could do about it as far as an open discussion. You know, we're not going to try to, and let me openly say this before I start. Like, I don't recall anybody threatening Sinetta except for once, and I'll play that audio. And I don't know if he called the feds on this person like he's threatening to do Ank's Crackpipe, but that's neither here nor there. The inclusion of young Pharaoh and Sarah Setti, that is very interesting. I hope that Sinetta actually has facts and evidence to corroborate the stuff that he's saying and to back that stuff up, because it'd be real funny for you to be throwing that out there like that and you don't have any facts that any of that's true. So I wonder how they feel about that. But if you hadn't heard the audio, let's go in.
Know for certain that he's connected or she's connected to young Pharaoh and Sarah Set. So we already know that. That's a given. We already done figured that out. But I can guarantee you, fam, that we're going to see who Unc Crackpipe is when I finish with it. When I finish getting this man on. And you can take this and edit it up and cut it up and do whatever you want to do with it.
Okay.
I already stood motherfucking FBI. Yes, I'm saying that. You hear me? I'm saying that because what else am I supposed to do? I spoke to the police department. What else am I supposed to do? Y'all can call me a rat. You can call me a snitch, snitch, snitch.
Hey, y'all. What the hell y'all doing in my bed? Boy, I got something to tell y'all. And I ain't gonna be long. I promise. Because I gotta get out of my bedroom. It's time to go sleep. But we gotta talk about snitches. We gotta talk about agents in the community. Welcome to my bedroom, y'all. And for all the homosexuals. Welcome to my bedroom, y'all. And for all the homosexuals. But we gotta talk about snitches. We gotta talk about agents in the community. I wanted to inform you that I have contacted the FBI.
To catch you. There's only one way to catch you and show your face. You hear Seti say it all the time. This for the babies. This for the children. Peace and Black Power family. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Yo, yeah, it's the Black Mortal God. I was calling just to let you know. It reminds me of something that the great Honorable Elijah Muhammad spoke to us years back, and he told us once again. He said, hey, we cannot be letting this white boy get into our business and our affairs. We must stop doing that. Now, I know you ain't the type of brother to do that, but you got a strong point stating that they respect that white man though before they respect the nigga, which is absolutely correct. I'm not arguing that. But we must not let this demonic cracker demon into our affairs.
My man. I hear what you're saying. Fuck that. Some of these niggas deserve the white man's foot in his ass. But when somebody have to go to the FBI, the police, to track you down because you're a coward, then you call him a snitch. How can you be a snitch for protecting your family? If you hiding like a bitch, if you want to hide like a coward, then what a man is supposed to do to go through the extremes of protecting his family? That's all I want to ask y'all.
Now, what I want to ask is this. Who threatened him? What threats were received by Sinetta towards his daughter, towards whoever? Who threatened Sinetta's daughter? Because I don't recall anybody threatening his daughter. But I just wanted to let that jump in there. And what the brother said about what Elijah Muhammad said, which he did say that, is absolutely correct. You know, like you're conjuring up some sort of threat to your daughter's safety when I'm going to play audio that took place years ago of people saying things way more explicit than what Crackpipe was alleged to have said about Sonetta's daughter?
Because now it's going to a whole nother level. I don't give a fuck because nobody know your coward ass. You's a punk. You hide it. And I'm talking about
So basically, this is his attempt to uncover who Unks Crackpipe is. He's going, in my opinion, Sonetta, I don't know if it's true or not, but I'm just going off public audio. This is fair use. My opinion is that you're attempting to use this shit to uncover who Unks Crackpipe is.
Crackpipe. I'm talking about Israel doctrine. And I'm talking about Crackpipe. I'm talking about Israel doctrine, bringing up people's family and daughters. But you cried like a bitch when Poppy talked about your mother. You see? I could do that. I could go in on your mother.
You've already
so now
done it.
I'm asking you, family, what is a man supposed to do if a nigga hiding like a bitch? If a nigga scared to come out and show his face and be a man about what he supposed to do? What you supposed to do? Huh? Because we can't find you. I done flagged the channel. I done flagged this shit about 20 times. But YouTube don't really give a fuck because it's black on black. Had it be black on Jew, they shut you down easy. But because it's niggas attacking niggas on YouTube, and all we doing is banging on each other, they don't give a fuck. They love it. I already spoke to the motherfucking FBI. Yes, I'm saying that. You hear me? I already spoke to the motherfucking FBI. Yes, I'm saying that. You hear me? I already spoke to the motherfucking FBI. Yes, I'm saying that. You hear me? I'm saying that because what else am I supposed to do? I spoke to the police department. What else am I supposed to do? Y'all could call me a rat. You could call me a snitch because when you go on Unk's Crackpipe, you'll see that he's showing my daughter, he's showing my babies, he's showing my family, and everybody think it's a joke until it happens to their family. So that's how this shit is going. I could take it with you attacking me. I could take it. I'm a man. I'm a fucking man. But now when you bring in the babies, and you can take this and edit it up and cut it up and do whatever you want to do with it. And you can take this and edit it up and cut it up and do whatever you want to do with it. See? It's not no white man doing it. It's niggas doing it. Y'all talk all this shit about the white man. If you can't get the coward, if you can't get a hold of the coward, you don't know what state he in, what would a man supposed to do? You supposed to go to them people. You got to go and get the man on because he's not going to respect you because you look like him. So now you got to go through the extremes of getting the man on him. They attract that nigga. They gonna find out who that motherfucker is when I finish. I already called them. They already on the job. And the crazy shit is that all these black motherfuckers that talk about how much they love the children, they clap and parade this nigga, Crackpipe. We already know one thing, that he's a coward. So the last thing I wanted to do is call the man. But I wanna see what happens anyway, because
you heard him.
I already got them on it already. I already got the man on it. And if Zion wasn't here, they would have been here to my house and we tracked that. We tracked that. Emergency. Not an emergency as of yet, but I want to ask you a question.
Not an emergency as of yet. Okay? Now, you guys know how I am here. I tend to go directly off of what you say. Now, I'm not gonna add anything. I'll add my opinion afterwards, but I'm going off of what you said, so it's not an emergency. Though you made a whole big issue with the FBI as though it's some sort
Is there any way
life or death situation
that we can track people on YouTube that is using children for child exploitation on YouTube, on the internet? They are using little children.
I don't know. You can call your local precinct. They might be able to tell you.
And they can be able to track the video. Of course, they should be able to.
Call your local precinct and ask them.
Okay.
They don't even want to listen to that shit he's talking.
Excuse me. Can you give me the number to
311. They have all precincts.
Okay. All right. I'll do that. See, so now it goes to another level now. This is how we fish a motherfucker out. You understand, family?
You heard what he just said? This is how we fish a motherfucker out, family. Not talking about his daughter anymore, but focusing in on fishing of the fishing and the outs, the fishing of the outs, so to speak.
Not called snitching when you're protecting your baby. This is how we fish a nigga.
And it's not called protecting your baby when you're attempting to just fish a nigga out.
And thank you for calling 311 in New York City. We're here to help.
If you ain't gonna respect the black man, you gonna respect that white man.
911.
And they're gonna track your shit.
You're gonna make sure of it, huh?
And I wanna track him down because I wanna see his face.
Sound like
Umar. Calling 311. This is Rockwell speaking. Are you trying to find the nearest police precinct?
Yes, I'm trying to find the nearest precinct. I think it's on 135th Street from where I live at. 135th Street between 7th Avenue and 8th Avenue.
135th Street between 7th Avenue and 8th Avenue. This is in Manhattan?
Yes.
It's not a police emergency, correct?
Yes, it is. I could say it is. Yes, it is. I need to speak with them right away.
So what's the emergency?
It's dealing with child exploitation. Child exploitation. My daughter is under the...
Now, child exploitation. When has his child been exploited? Because Sonetta, I'm just speaking rationally here, man. You already brought your daughter out on TV and shit. You already brought your daughter out on YouTube TV. Now, I'm going to say this openly right here as a father and a father of daughters, and knowing how a man feels about his daughter, especially if you have more than one. So I do have more than one, and I feel a certain way because they're my youngest. I'd like to protect them. I don't want any harm coming to them. I would openly sacrifice myself for them without question. So I can understand anyone's concern as a parent for their, and we're not speaking about women here. I'm speaking just from a man's perspective, as a man feels the need and the necessity of him to give his life to protecting his daughter. It's a special thing. So it's like, I understand all of that. So I'm not going to make fun of that. I'm not going to minimize that. Like the audio that I'm going to play tonight, which you'll hear, I felt that shit was disgusting, what dude was actually saying to Sonetta in regards to his daughter. But the reason that I'm playing it is because, like, I watch Ankh's Crackpipe's videos, and yo, man, like, I've never seen this dude make videos about saying, here's Sonetta's daughter, here's where she lives, and this is where she goes to school, and it's like, who does that? Like, I've never seen that, but I'm not gonna, I just want to add commentary here and there, people.
Age of 13, around 13, 14,
clear things up.
And she's being paraded over the internet with people that I don't know, and I'm trying to get it down because that's dangerous to her health and the people that's walking the street. Because me, I'm a powerful activist out there. So they.
Can you say below the 80?
Putting my daughter up on the channel because they hate me. So they, instead of them getting to me, they could get to my daughter. So that's why this is it's a powerful emergency.
Now, no one, that again, Sonetta, you're making accusations that someone is attempting to do something to you. And all we're asking is, if that's true, I would like for you to, provide that information, and I'll assist in bringing to light anyone who is out here trying to endanger anyone's children. But when you start calling yourself a powerful activist who people are trying to get to, like, that's a lie right there. Everybody know where you at. Everybody, you just said where you lived on the motherfucking stream.
Okay, and you said that's 135th Street and 5th Avenue?
Right.
Yes, 135th Street between 7th Avenue and 8th Avenue.
Now, who's really endangering the safety of your family right in that particular moment? You're on a fucking live stream that's going to be produced all over the internet. And you're up here telling people, you're giving a live call about where, in the vicinity of where you live, with people, thank you, Triple C, with people who already know what she looks like. So you got people who already know what she looks like, and you're giving a live stream letting us know, narrowing down the blocks and where you live. I'm sorry, man. When I listen to people, I listen to what you're saying. And the shit that you're saying, G.
Right there.
Okay, so that's the 32nd precinct that covers that area?
Yes.
Okay. So the number is 212. 690.
Yes.
6311.
Thank you.
Do you want me to transfer you?
Yes, you can.
Thank you for calling day one. Hold on for your transfer.
Okay. What up, Boogie?
So this is where we at with it now, family.
It's the 32nd precinct of the New York City Police Department.
And they might be coming
over. If you have an
over.
emergency, please hang up and dial 911. If this is a non-emergency, such as a noise complaint, you may call 311.
That's what we listening to right now.
Select from the following options. For a report number,
I need to get the FBI involved because the FBI.
Detective squad.
This is some real shit here.
This is real shit.
All right, I see. I'm gonna have to walk my ass over.
I'm gonna pause this. People, close the door. We doing an impromptu interview with my lady. She's just gonna listen and then give one quick opinion. Now, we got you. She and I don't want camera. Now, we have an individual who says that somebody is endangering his daughter because they put her in a video. Now, this nigga done made videos with his daughter, so what she looks like is not of, no one brought that out. So he says that he's gonna make he's calling the FBI. He's actually calling the police on a live stream. He calls the police on a live stream. Not only does he call them, he narrows down the block in where he lives between where was it, y'all? Between 125th Street and whatever the fuck. So wait a minute. If you're so concerned about your about saying, go ahead and let me hear your opinion on that.
Why would you say that?
On a live stream.
Just
so now,
know where your daughter living.
And we already know what she looks like because you brought her out. Thank you for my food, and we'll go back. Yes, we'll go back to this.
Okay, I'm gonna walk over there because it's only like 5 blocks from where I'm at. Anyway.
It's only
I'll go over
5 blocks.
One thing I know for sure,
we know where you are.
that he's connected or she's connected to young Pharaoh in Sarah Suit and Setting. So we already know that. That's a given.
You better have.
We already done figured that out.
Because that's
slander. But I can guarantee you, fam, that we're gonna see who Uncle Crackpipe is when I finish with him. When I finish getting this man on him. Peace and Black Power. What's your name? What you call it?
Like Michael Edwards.
Yo, this is C from Newark again, son.
Yeah, what it is?
You know what I want to tell you? Israel Doctrine, man. He needs to be flagged too. He's doing that sucker stuff too, man.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna go after his channel too. Sometimes you gotta stand up and be a man and protect your family. And the only way.
And standing up and being a man and protecting his family, in his mind, consists of calling the FBI, not to protect his daughter's safety, because you just heard on an open live stream with a young lady that we've already seen before. So if people know what she looks like, because he showed her, not because we were doing investigations on him and uncovered what she looked like. He showed us what she looked like. Now she's supposed to be in some sort of danger, and this individual goes on a live stream and tells the world, brings the world basically to a 2-block radius of his actual address.
It down because that's dangerous to her health and the people that's walking the street. Because me, I'm a powerful activist out there. So they putting my daughter up on the channel because they hate me. So they, instead of them getting to me, they could get to my daughter. So that's why this is it's a powerful emergency.
Okay, you said that's 135th Street and 5th Avenue?
Yes, 135th Street between 7th Avenue and 8th Avenue.
You're narrowing down where you live, but your daughter's in danger.
It's right there.
This shit is amazing.
Okay, so that's the 32nd precinct that covers that area?
Yes.
Okay. So the number is 212. 690.
Yes.
6311.
Thank you.
You want me to transfer you?
Yes, you can.
Thank you for calling day one. Hold on for your transfer.
Okay. So this is where we at with it now, family.
It's the 32nd precinct of the New York City Police Department.
And they might
If
be
you
coming
have an
over.
emergency, please hang up and
They
dial
might be coming
911.
over. He got
If it's
pulled
an
like that.
emergency, such as a noise complaint, you may call 311 or select from the following options. For a report number,
I need to get the
press
FBI
1.
involved because
For
the
the
FBI.
detective squad,
This is the
press
this is
2.
some real shit here.
For community.
All right, I see. I'm gonna have to walk my ass over there.
They know you.
Okay, I'm gonna walk over there because it's only like 5 blocks from where I'm at.
Oh,
Anyway.
you
So I'll go over there.
stupid,
One thing I know for certain that he's connected or she's connected to young Pharaoh in Sarah Suit and Setting. So we already know that. That's a given. We already done figured that out. But I can guarantee you, fam, that we're gonna see who Ankh Crackpipe is when I finish with him. When I finish getting this man on him. Peace and Black Power. What's your name? Where you call it from?
Yeah, this is C from Newark again, son.
Yeah, what it is?
You know what I want to tell you? Israel Doctrine, man. He needs to be flagged too. He's doing that sucker stuff too, man.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna go after his channel too. Sometimes you gotta stand up and be a man and protect your family. And the only way that you gotta do it is by that white man. Because you ain't gonna respect it if I call you and say, yo, brother, why you doing that, man? Why you talking about my baby, brother? You don't care. You don't respect that. Oh, nigga, fuck you, nigga. Shut up, nigga. But then when that white man get involved, you'll respect that. So we're gonna find out. Peace and Black Power, family. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Yo, Si, it's the Black Mortal God. I was calling just to let you know. It reminds me of something that the great Honorable Elijah Muhammad spoke to us years back, and he told us once again. He said, hey, we cannot be letting this white boy get into our business and our affairs. We must stop doing that. Now, I know you ain't the type of brother to do that, but you got a strong point.
Real agent.
That they respect that white man, though, before they respect the nigga, which is absolutely correct. I'm not arguing that. But we must not let this demonic cracker demon into our affairs.
My man. I hear what you're saying. Fuck that.
Now, this is how he really feels. Let's go over what we've actually heard so far. What we actually heard so far is accusations of Ankh's Crackpipe attempting to endanger his daughter. We've heard Sarah Sutinsetti and young Pharaoh's name implicated in it. And I mean, Sarah Sutinsetti of the popular lectures he used to do back in the day. And, you know, so we are clear who we're talking about here. I don't think he's doing a YouTube page anymore. And we're talking about young Pharaoh, as in young Pharaoh, the one who Kev Gills really hates and was pretending like he likes him and shit just so he could move up in the world. So, yeah, those are the two we're talking about. And Sarnetta so far has said that they're involved in some way, whether they're giving Ankh's Crackpipe information. I don't know whether they're involved in the video editing, but this is what Sarnetta is saying, that they're involved. What we also know so far is that there are no actual, factual, real-time threats that have been made to Sarnetta's family by the people that he's referring to. So if there's other people out here in the world who's been threatening that man's family, then they need to be identified. But I know that the people that he's talking about, I've never heard them threaten his family. Okay, those are facts. And last set of facts are that we have no idea where Sarnetta actually lives until he just narrowed it down to a 2-block radius.
Some of these niggas deserve the white man's foot in his ass. One thing I know for certain, that he's connected or she's connected to young Pharaoh.
And who gets to determine who the white man puts his foot in the ass to or whatever? That's all I just wanted to throw in right there. Like, who gauges that? Who gets to say, no, this guy's okay, don't put your foot in his ass, but this guy, you know, he needs a foot in his ass.
And Sarah Sutin said it. So we already know that. That's a given. We already done figured that out. But I can guarantee you, family, that we're going to see who Ankh Crackpipe is when I finish with him. When I finish getting this man on him.
Got a question. Frankie, why come on my channel throwing a temper tantrum like that, brother? Why? I mean, you cuss, and I've never seen a grown black man that foul with his mouth or his typing. Y'all pastor, yes, y'all pastor, Frankie, the apostle of cannot control his emotions.
And that's Mr. I Spy right there.
Don't bring me no cowardly lion, and don't bring me no idiot. And you did both. You bring me Larry, although I told you that, you know, let me go ahead and get him out the way before you bring me anybody else, because me and him had an issue about 2 years ago, a year ago or so. But I didn't call you. You and the
He doesn't know Seti and Pharaoh are involved suicide. That's the whole point. This shit is crazy.
You need to go cuss Larry. Go cuss out the gum scraper, the sheetrock hanger. Go.
And this is when Michael Edwards was not, had yet to go through his rites of passage.
Cuss him out. Because he's the one got y'all here looking weak and whack.
One thing I know for certain, that he's connected or she's connected to young Pharaoh and Sarah Suit and Seti. So we already know that. That's a given. We already done figured that out. But I can guarantee you, family, that we're going to see who Ankh Crackpipe is when I finish with him. When I finish getting this man on him. And you can take this and edit it up and cut it up and do whatever you want to do with it. I already spoke to the motherfucking FBI. Yes, I'm saying that. You hear me? I'm saying that because what else I supposed to do? I spoke to the police department. What else am I supposed to do? Y'all could call me a rat. You could call me a snitch. Y'all could call me a rat. You could call me a snitch, snitch, snitch.
Hey, y'all. What the hell y'all doing in my bed? Boy, I got something to tell y'all. And I ain't gonna be long. I promise. Because I gotta get out of my bedroom. It's time to go to sleep. We gotta talk about snitches. We gotta talk about agents in the community. Welcome to my bedroom, y'all. And for all the homosexuals, welcome to my bedroom, y'all. And for all the homosexuals, but we gotta talk about snitches.
This video can be found at Sidnetta Filthy Frank. Now, wonderful video put together. What we're going to do now is suck some of it in. We're going to take about 3 seconds here to suck in and process what we just heard. Okay, you've been provided no facts, witnesses with personal firsthand knowledge, evidence of anyone threatening Sarnetta's family, saying anything threatening to his family in any shape, form, or fashion. Okay, whatsoever. And this is what he does. He does a whole live stream in which he's calling the police. He's justifying it. He's turning into Sarnetta or Sa Sotomayor. You know what I'm saying? Some of these niggas running around here, once you get them mad enough, the real them will come out like Root the other day. Now we got Root Sotomayor. You know what I'm saying? He hopes niggas get shot by the police and shit. Then you got Sarnetta, they need to put foot in niggas' asses, but he's not telling you what kind of nigga, just I guess whatever kind of nigga he don't like, brother or sister he don't like, they need to have the foot put in the ass. You got Mr. Obesity being openly called an agent by a former FBI agent, and that's neither here nor there. But then you got a motherfucker who calls his show and says this shit.
I'm gonna holler at your daughter. I already got all her information on Google Maps. So when I pull up on her and I take her out to dinner and I fuck her, I'm gonna send you the video. Matter of fact, you're gonna buy the video off me, all right? All right, we'll see about all that. But this is real shit I'm talking about. I'm playing with some money. You playing with fake ass politics, boy. You don't fuck with a street nigga. You know what I mean? I could take it anywhere you want to take this shit. I know you recording me. We could take it anywhere you want to take it, though. You fucking with the wrong person. But I just want to take your daughter. I want to take your daughter on a date. I'm going to buy her some Jordans and all that. No, you don't have to buy her more than that. I bought that already. I bought that already. So you gonna give me her number, or you want me to just go do my research and then I'll tell you when I hit it up? I'll show you everything. You know, you gotta ask your mother because your mother got all the details. This shit you saying is fraud. Once I start sending you these pictures of her address and I start pulling up on her, you're not gonna know how to handle that. It's gonna eat you up inside.
Yeah, that shit might really eat me up, dog. But I tell you what, your mother was kicking my ass last night.
Or if you want, you can meet me in Yonkers. However you want to do it. I'm a grown ass man. I'm 30 years old. 10/6/86.
Stupid motherfucker. I'm 53 years old. I'll let you meet my nephew. I'll let you meet my young kid. I'm an old ass man.
Here he is again, bringing up this nephew. Whoever son that his nephew is out there, I know you probably watching right now. Listen, man, stop letting this nigga get you in shit. Like, a person his age should not be talking to you about some beef street shit, nigga. Anything he talks to you about should be the complete opposite of some beef street stuff. He should not be allowing or provoking you into some sort of madness that'll get you locked up.
You sound like a bitch. Nigga, if you want to fight and you're really about that life, then come to Harlem.
I'm not going to jail for you. I'm not going to jail for you.
You sound like a bitch, nigga.
This is a shame. Look at the shit he's
man,
in.
so when I pull up on her and I take her out to dinner and I fuck her, I'm gonna send you the video. Matter of fact, you're gonna buy the video off me.
Now, something like that. If someone said something like that about my daughter, and I was inclined to be an FBI caller like he's doing, why the fuck would you not call the FBI on this? I'm gonna play this one more time. Why would you not call the FBI if someone says some shit like this to your daughter?
I'm gonna send you the video. Matter of fact, you're gonna buy the video off me, all right? All right, we'll see about all that. But this is real shit I'm talking about. I'm playing with some money. You playing with fake ass politics, boy. You don't fuck with a street nigga. You know what I mean? I can take it anywhere you want to take this shit. I know you recording me. We can take it anywhere you want to take it, though. You fucking with the wrong person. But I just want to take your daughter. I want to take your daughter on a date. I'm gonna buy her some Jordans and all that.
No, you don't have to buy her more than that. I bought that already. I bought that already.
So you gonna give me her number, or you want me to just go do my research and then I'll tell you when
Now, where was the FBI call? Oh, Triple C, this is old. That's why I told y'all I got a lot of stuff in my little playlists. That's it's old. It's seemingly old. It seems to be old, excuse me, but it's always relevant. This audio is 2 years old. This audio came out in 2016, like October, November-ish. Here we are almost in freaking March. In a couple of weeks, we be in March of 2018. And this shit is still relevant right now. First off, why are you a 56-year-old man getting into these type of beefs? What the fuck is going on with you, G? But my whole question is, where's the FBI and the police and the this and the that? This kind of conversation more than warrants that attention.
So you gonna give me her number, or you want me to just go do my research and then I'll tell you when I hit it up?
Yo, really? You Arms Crackpipe make a video. Arms Crackpipe probably made a video about how you sat there and named your daughter Africa and then talk shit and say, fuck Africa, we ain't Africans, fuck all that shit. Which is equivalent to me naming my son Television and then going on and telling people how much I really hate TVs and television suck and this, that, and the third. Really? So because people do this and make those type of videos about you, you're upset. Now, Israel Doctrine, on the other hand, I don't give a fuck because Israel Doctrine is an opportunist, and Israel Doctrine will say and do anything. Much like Michael Edwards, I really think that Michael Edwards, who right now is on another FBI mission campaign, trying to target people as BICs or Black Identity Crisis individuals for the FBI, because that's a target that they have on their list now. And Michael Edwards is attempting to put other Black men who he doesn't like, you know what I'm saying, in those categories, when he is the only one of all of the men that he put on his little screen and that was actually called an agent by an FBI agent. But I digress, I guess. So you have this audio coming out where this individual is saying all this fucked up shit about you. All this shit, telling you he's going to look up where your daughter is. Are you going to give him the number, or should he look this shit up himself? Has anyone seen Sinetta answer this
anywhere
shit?
you want to take it, though. You fucking with the wrong person. But I just want to take your daughter. I want to take your daughter on a date. I'm gonna buy her some Jordans and all that.
This is sad.
So you gonna give me her number, or you want me to just go do my research and then I'll tell you when I hit it up? I'll show you everything. This shit you saying is fraud. Once I start sending you these pictures of her address and I start pulling up on her, you're not gonna know how to handle that. It's gonna eat you up inside. Or if you want, you can meet me in Yonkers. However you want to do it. I'm a grown ass man. I'm 30 years old. 10/6/86.
Look at him pulling the old man card. Now he's 53 years old and all of this. Hold on, fuck all that shit, nigga. First he talking shit. He's doing this to people's mothers, this, that, and the third. Now he's a 53-year-old man. Like, yo, I think this nigga senile, yo, on some real shit, yo. On some real shit, yo. The chat just got a little larger. For the people who just came in, we're gonna go over what we went over already real quick. Sadnet is accusing Crackpipe and specifically Sarah Seti and Young Pharaoh of having some sort of involvement in what did he say? Exploitation of children and exploitation of his daughter. And he's, you know, that's they've crossed the line now. He's not playing that. He's openly calling the police and the FBI, in which on live streams, on public live stream, all over the fucking web, he is narrowing his address down to a 2-block radius. Now, the main reason I played that was to show the flip-flop nature, was to show the agentee type behavior that's always connected to these people. But I also wanted to show you how he's full of shit. He says many times in the video that, yeah, I'm gonna root you out. This is how I root you out, forgetting that he started this with the premise of protecting his daughter. But I'll play audio one more time of someone openly threatening his daughter, and you've never heard this.
I'm gonna holler at your daughter. I already got all her information on Google Maps. So when I pull up on her and I take her out to dinner and I fuck her, I'm gonna send you the video. Matter of fact, you're gonna buy the video off me, all right? All right, we'll see about all that. But this is real shit I'm talking about. I'm playing with some money. You playing with fake ass politics, boy. You don't fuck with a street nigga. You know what I mean? I could take it anywhere you want to take this shit. I know you recording me. We could take it anywhere you want to take it, though. You fucking with the wrong person. But I just want to take your daughter. I want to take your daughter on a date. I'm gonna buy her some Jordans and all that. So you gonna give me her number, or you want me to just go do my research and then I'll tell you when I hit her?
This nigga said you're gonna have to do more than that. I bought that already. Does this sound like a concerned parent of a man, a 30-year-old man, talking about what he's gonna do to your teenage daughter?
I'll show you everything. This shit you saying is fraud. Once I start sending you these pictures of her address and I start pulling up on her, you're not gonna know how to handle that. It's gonna eat you up inside.
Yeah, that shit might really eat me up, dog. But I tell you what, your mother would be your ass, man.
Or if you want, you can meet me in Yonkers. However you want to do it. I'm a grown ass man. I'm 30 years old. 10/6/86.
He gave this nigga, this nigga said you could come and meet me in Yonkers. He gave this man his fucking birth date. He probably knows his name, but nothing. No outpour of concern, father, any of that shit. When his brother is telling you he's going to look your daughter up on Google Maps. This is why I be saying, y'all, that these people are full of shit. Not the topic or the discussion of child endangerment. No, that's not a fucked up conversation. That's a real conversation. That's an important conversation. But the problem is they're using real shit and important shit to mislead you.
I'll let you meet my nephew. I'll let you meet my young kid. Come on, old ass man, talk about me and you fighting me. You sound like a bitch. Nigga, if you want to fight it, you're really about that life. Then come to Harlem. My nephew will be here.
I'm not going to jail for
you. Who's endangering who? You're telling people to show up in Harlem, his nephew will be there. So what if they know who his nephew is? Say his nephew is in Harlem right now, running through a store so he could grab something to eat. And these dudes come through and see him and like, yeah, let's approach this nigga right now and basically press that nigga because of some shit you saying.
Really? You sound like a bitch, nigga.
This is sad, yo. Hold on. This is absolutely sad. Hold on 2 seconds.
I'll show you everything. This shit you saying is fraud. Once I start sending you these pictures of her address and I start pulling up on her, you're not gonna know how to handle that. It's gonna eat you up inside.
Yeah, that shit might really eat me up, dog. But I tell you what, your mother would be your ass, man.
Or if you want, you can meet me in Yonkers. However you want to do it. I'm a grown ass man. I'm 30 years old. 10.
Shame.
One thing I know for certain, that he's connected or she's connected to young Pharaoh and Sarah Suit and Seti. So we already know that. That's a given. We already done figured that out. But
Sarah Suit and Seti, as far as I know, has never said anything of the like within the audio that you heard to Sarnetta or his daughter. Young Pharaoh has not said anything, as far as I know, to remotely close to anything that was said in that audio you just heard. Ankh's Crackpipe has not said anything remotely close to what you heard said to Sarnetta directly towards his daughter, attempting to go to Google to look up who she is and where she is, take her out, record it and all. And you heard nothing. You heard nothing about the police being called, the FBI, this loving father, child endangerment, etc. This is a goddamn shame. Right now, guys, it's time to switch gears, and as we always do, I give a standard 30-second break, but we're going to change that from a 30-second break. And what I'll start doing is I'll start playing audio for the time that I'm gone. And the audio I'm going to play right now is from an interview from the Dizzy Cochran show. Shaka Amos, yes, Shaka Amos came on to the Dizzy Cochran show 2 days ago and did a live stream with him. And it didn't end too well, you know, but I'll let you guys hear it now as we take a break. Peace. How you, brother Shaka Amos? You know, first off, Shaka Amos, welcome to the show. Thank you. Thank you. To everyone that's on Brother Dizzy platform in this chat, thank you for having me. You know, Dizzy, you know, the brother reached out, and you know, I want to what I want to do is actually start mixing it up and mingling, you know, with other platforms. So that, you know, it brought me over here, and you know, that's what's it. But HOK, I'm still HOK, you know. You know, I'm still HOK. So you know, Sinetta, you know, that's my brother, you know. I fuck with Sinetta. So okay, well, thank you, Shaka, you know. But what I'm gonna do right now, you know, it's a first on this show. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn the mic over to you. Now, I want you to know about this mic that I'm turning over to you, Brother Shaka. You know, this is a groundbreaking mic. You know, everything that go on Dizzy platform is top notch. You know, motherfuckers gonna hate you. Motherfuckers hating me. You know, Nasi Yasafel and other people that nobody know about. You know, I still talk about. You know, so you know, Michael Edwards and shit. He trying to you know, he trying to suck on the side of the pole and shit. You know, get off the man pole, man. Let me get a chance on the pole. You know, so you know, Dizzy got beef, you know, all around these streets. But you know, I am YouTube. So without further ado, you know, I'm going back away and shit, you know, and I'm gonna allow Brother Shaka, you know, I'm gonna allow you to speak and you know, let the people know and shit, you know, that your brother ain't always on some shit, you know. I could be peaceful about mine. You know, I'm a warrior about mine, you know, but I'm peaceful about mine too. So without further, you know, ado, Brother Shaka Amos. Peace, brother, peace. Yeah. No, once again, thank you, Dizzy Cochran, for allowing me on your platform. There's so much that I want to talk to the people about, you know. There's things going on with me, you know, that I'm trying to put my own YouTube channel. I'm branching out from the HOK to a degree. Things that I'm trying to do right now. Again, lost this YouTube page, but I also have a new album coming out. This album, I'm telling you all right now, you're gonna want to grab this. This album is something that you're gonna want this album that I'm gonna put out. I'm telling you, this. If I had the backing of one of these Chris Browns or celebrities, I'm telling you right now,
this record would go through the roof. But you know, and I'm being modest right here. I'm being modest. So thank you for the love, people. Thank you for the love, people. But right now, I'm gonna get into some. You know me. Y'all know me. You know, I'm gonna get into some Egyptian talk. But right now, I want to talk about my album. The ladies, you know, the ladies love Shaka. I wish I loved them back. But anyway, the new album, you know, this album is near and dear to me. I've been working on it for a few years. You know, you guys heard my other projects, but this one right here is the one that I want to push. And the name of the album is called Shaka Amos, It's Fabulous as Ever. Okay, that's the name of the album. Shaka Amos, It's Fabulous as Ever. But the lead song on the album is one that's near and dear to me. And the title of that song is Shaka Has a Secret He Won't Tell. You know, now, you know, right now, you gonna hear a whole lot of people when they hear that, okay, first Shaka Amos, brother Shaka Amos got an album. He got an album coming out. And the name of the album, of course, is Shaka Amos, As Fabulous as Ever. You know, you're gonna have the Hebrew war camps and all of them over there, you know, talking about, I don't give a fuck about that, you know. You're a motherfucker when it comes to my face. You come to my face and call me a faggot. You come to my face and do that. That's right. That's what I tell you, motherfuckers. But you know, I don't really want to take it there. I don't want to take it there. I don't want to conjure up that energy, you know. But yeah, you know, you're gonna have people naysayers, people saying things, especially when the #1 track off the album is "I Have a Secret I Won't Tell." You know, I do have a secret I won't tell. I'm going to go into a little bit of each song, just to let you know. On the album, some of the classics that you've already heard will be on the album. A couple of them I've touched the beats out, and I've actually gone a cappella on them. You know, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. So, you know, that's just a little snippet right there. You know, I'm gonna change it up, mix it up a little bit. You know, it's Michael Jackson singing, Coach, bruh. Michael Jackson. Okay, I didn't go to I didn't go to any bullshit singing academy. Michael Jackson singing, Coach, bruh. Yeah, Michael Jackson. The man is 88 years old.
Peace, people. Welcome back. Derek Jones Talks Live. That audio can be found at the Dizzy Cochran Show. Just type in Dizzy and Cochran. Switching gears tonight. Next up on the agenda is Mr. I Spy, calling people Black identity crisis. Knowing now that that is now a code that the FBI is giving to Black people who basically are not calling themselves by the standard names given to them. Black people and Moors, etc., indigenous, whatever title you want to claim, Hebrew Israelites, all these people are basically now being called Black identity crisis. Again, this is a convoluted term at best. This is something that is just conjured up to be another tool to make sure that there's some sort of legal and lawful authority behind us being attacked by this system that we call government or society at whole, really, right now, because no one else is defending us or standing up for us. So what Michael Edwards is seeming to do is assist the FBI in this, making videos about so-called Black identity, whatever, BICs, and no one's really gonna watch the video because no one really checks for him and cares that much. But I just wanted to point that out and let it be known that that's something that is actually taking place. It's not just something we're talking about. And before I go, I also want to address this whole Hassan Campbell, again, with this shit he's going on with, this whole Sarnetta and this whole banging on this one particular sister for basically for commentary purposes. And basically what it looks like is some sort of a deflection from admitting to watching child porn, allegedly. I think the detailed time was 5 to 6 times that this individual was allegedly. We're talking about allegedly Campbell here. Allegedly Campbell basically allegedly made a statement that he watched child porn 5 to 6 times, and every time he's being addressed about it now, it's like some sort of deflection. Now, at the time when he was at the height of his, he's a Bambaataa victim, all that shit, when he was at the height of that, it was like no one was really questioning all of that shit. No one was really questioning it because we were basically listening to him. Like, okay, what is this guy talking about? What is this guy presenting, etc. And so once it comes out about what he's actually about and who he actually really is, the things that he's been caught saying, the whole accusations of doing bodily harm to someone who allegedly did something to Bambaataa, and now this person is allegedly missing, et cetera, et cetera. So there's been a whole lot of things that this guy, Hassan Campbell, has had attached to him that are not really good things. You know what I mean? Once you get past the whole Bambaataa supposed victim of pedophilia thing, you know what I'm saying? This guy becomes a totally different person. And so we're just asking the question, man, like, why do you guys keep trying to call other people agents for asking questions and asking questions based off things you said? There's one thing if we're sitting back making shit up. There's one thing if we're sitting back just conjuring up shit to fucking say about you or conjuring up shit to talk about. But yo, people are asking questions based off things that you say. You said you watch child porn 5 to 6 times, nigga. Now whenever somebody address you about the shit, you fucking, come on, man. You said you actually are attached to saying that some man's dick is wavy bigger than her mouth. Like, what kind of, yo, dog, what are you doing, man? If this is true, now let me attach allegedly to that, you know? At this point in time, I'm only being a reporter. I'm only being a reporter on an ongoing story that I've been investigating. Okay, this is an ongoing, and I agree with that, Tico. Them niggas just straight trying to distort. Yeah, you heard it, Snap. Hassan Campbell, first off, admitted to watching child porn 5 to 6 times was I guess the time that he stated, the many times that he watched it. Okay? When he was addressed in a phone call on Lex Vortex show, he hung up immediately. Basically doesn't even want to answer when he hears certain people because he knows what they're going to ask. He knows what they're going to address. And he knows that they're going to address shit that he really don't have no answer for. And if he provides any answer whatsoever, it's probably not going to look good for him. Then he's allegedly as well attached to making a statement, a direct statement that a man's dick was way bigger than her mouth. That's all I'm going to do on that topic right there. Because again, that guy is the weirdest person I've ever seen other than Israel Doctrine. and Polite's a weird guy with that per diem job shit and recording it and act like, nigga, you was at a job working. And stop telling people you could get them work by having a hookup to a job, nigga. It's not your company. You just got to hook up because you know that Manpower or some other temp agency is hiring, nigga, out of town, and you got to hook up and you could get people on because just by introducing them. That's not running the business. What a dipshit. What a world-class dipshit. But we're going to take one more pause, people, for 30 seconds, and then we're going to go right back in. And we are back, people. We've had a action-packed show tonight, guys. This has been we've been getting it in from start to finish. We've been getting it in from start to finish. But I'm enjoying myself. I think it's cool. You know, it is what it is. I hope you guys go to Dizzy Cochran and subscribe if you haven't heard it already. For those who came late, again, tonight we were talking about Sonetta Ankh's Crackpipe. Allegedly Sonetta's daughter is in some sort of danger, yet some sort of danger that he cannot, hold on guys, that he can't disclose. Give me 2 seconds. Okay, guys, we got some breaking news. I want you guys to bear with me. We got breaking news. I think we have the audio that we can actually hear this being said by Mr. Allegedly Campbell. So give me a second, guys. Okay, people, here we go. We're going to try this now.
Immediately, good for you. You deserve to go to jail. How could you watch a video of a baby giving a grown-ass man oral sex? He can't even fit his shit in that little girl's mouth, and y'all watching it. I don't even understand how y'all watch the video. So you watch the video played out probably 1,000 times over, and then sent the video to everybody you could possibly send a video to. But the one person y'all didn't send the video to was the police. Make me understand that.
And just for YouTube purposes, this is fair use. This audio is open public audio that I came across on, public airways. So let us continue.
Understand that. Y'all women out there don't understand how sick and twisted some men can be. But then again, some of y'all women is just as sick. Because whoever left that little girl with that grown-ass man to do that got issues. It just pisses me off to see where we at as a people. So many people inboxed and shared that video. And the crazy part about it is if that video was flagged, Facebook can find out who uploaded that video. Facebook would have took the video down. That video is still circulating with that little girl all over everybody's inbox. People are still sending me that video. That video was sick. Shout out to everybody that took the time out to actually call the police when they seen that video, instead of passing it to their homeboys, so their homeboys could go in a room and get a bottle of Vaseline and masturbate to a little girl being molested. The world we live in is sick. That's child pornography. I don't know if some of you idiots realize that if the police, the FBI, found your phone and they found that video in your inbox, you're going to jail. If they found images, just pictures of that little girl in your phone doing exactly what she was doing, you're going to jail. So why even pass? You're not even supposed to have it in your phone, but then you take it and then you pass it to 100 different people in the inbox. That video, if they wanted to, if the powers to be wanted to, they can lock up everybody who shared that video. Everybody. And ignorance is no excuse for not knowing the law, is what they're going to tell you. So being that you didn't know the law, even though we all know child pornography, which that was child pornography, is illegal. And you got a bunch of 40, 30-year-old grown-ass men passing that video around like it's cute. That's why I can't. That's why I can't with people. I can't with people. And then somebody had nerve enough to say, all you did was get that sister in trouble. Well, I tell you what, if I had to get myself in trouble by sharing that video in order for the police to find that little girl, I guess I'd have just went to jail. So if a sister or whoever else went to jail in the process of me trying to figure out who's harming that little girl, so what? Sometimes you got to take one for the team. But just to set the record straight again, I made it clear to the police the sister was just trying to help me to figure out what's going on with this little girl. So that was the case, and that's what I did. But like I said, if I got locked up because the video was sent to me and I called the police and it still was in my phone because somebody sent it to me because y'all thought the shit was cute. Not saying the sister that sent it to me, but a lot of y'all thought the shit was cute.
Who are you friends with? Because when people send you shit on Messenger, they're friends. As far as I know, because I can't just send any old body nothing on Messenger. So who in your friend list, nigga, would think it would be cute to send you that? Why do you keep saying that? Now, to call the police and to go through all of that is one thing, okay, and to say what you said, but I mean, yo, why the fuck do you keep saying thinking it's cute? Like, who the fuck are you friends with that would think it's cute to send you that?
It was cute. I mean, come on. This video is floating around all over the place. All over the place. You gonna tell me that everybody that shared that video called the police? No. Yeah, I see the proof. You see the police at my door with me calling the police. Why? Shout out to the people that might have did the same thing that I did. I know it's somebody out there that video made sick in the stomach. Shout out to whoever that person is that took the time out to do what I did. That was some sick shit, man. That was some sick shit. And see me, if I'm going to complain about a woman, it's not going to be because you on welfare and you getting Section 8 and you get food stamps. Sometimes you fall on hard times. When I complain about a woman, I'm going to complain about that woman, that mother that left that baby with that savage Negro. But then here's the flip side to it, right? For all you biased ass men out there, it was a man, a grown ass man, who had his penis in that little girl's mouth, feeding it to her for breakfast.
Yo, this guy. I'm gonna play the rest because I said I was, so I'm gonna play the rest. But that's why do you have to keep? I'm gonna just play it.
Then here's the flip side to the coin again. It was grown men and women who shared that video.
What he was watching.
Who tapped on that video and probably watched every second of the video about 5 or 6 different times. Yeah, it's the world we living in. That's why every day that goes by, I get so fed up with people. I don't even really want nothing to do with people like that anymore. I'm disgusted.
Hold on, G.
So,
never mind. I'm gonna just play. I'm gonna shut up.
Just popping in to say the time for the pedophiles and the child sex trafficking being exposed is almost here. I don't know how about this video you discussing, and I don't want to see it. So believe me, brother, when I tell you, believe me when I tell you, you don't want to see that video. Believe me, you don't want to see that video. That video should have this whole country in a frenzy. That video should have this whole country in a frenzy. Now, as far as the video go, or rather the dude in the picture, I'm starting to see there's a bunch of black dudes now circulating that everybody is saying this is the dude, that is the dude. So now I'm not even sure which dude is the dude. But what I do know is that video should not be on Facebook anymore. It shouldn't be on Facebook anymore. It shouldn't be in Messenger. So it shows you just how foul Facebook is. You're going to tell me that nobody flagged that video?
Now, Facebook may be foul. Again, we're going to point out one more time that he said he is, since this video circulated, he is no longer messing with these people anymore. These same people who sent this to him for reasons not to find out who this girl was and to help her. Let's just say that.
That video, and Facebook still got it going through messages? Are you kidding me? You're going to tell me that nobody flagged that video, but Facebook still let that video up of that black little girl. Now, the funny part about it is I shared something last month or the month before last. I just shared the post. They gave me 30 days in Facebook jail talking about homosexuality. But I could actually sit up there and watch a video of a grown man with his penis in a little girl's mouth. Wow. So for those of y'all that don't know, I'm gonna say it again. There's a video circulating on Facebook through the messenger with a grown man having oral sex with a little girl that looked like she's between the ages of 5 and 7 years old. Little barrettes in her hair. She is clearly a baby. She might even be 4. And he's force-feeding himself into that little girl's mouth. And everybody on Facebook thought it was okay to share this video. They thought it was cool. I'm disgusted. All the way disgusted. I'm disgusted.
Yes, you are disgusting.
Israel doctrine is not my topic right now. My topic is that little girl. And for the future record of everybody that's on social media who sees stuff like that, why would y'all share this video without calling the police? What is the purpose? I don't even understand how people could look at the video and they're not sick to their soul. I don't get it. I'm sorry, I don't.
While sipping from a child's cup.
You know, somebody, I think there was people that actually reached out to the police. I'm hoping and I'm praying that somebody actually did, but I know I did. Immediately. Immediately. I didn't have time to waste and to be sitting up there playing. You got a grown-ass man taking advantage of that little girl like that. Did they pull the IP address to find its origin? Well, they basically was talking about they was going through different agencies when I spoke to them to figure out the proper one to pull the IP address, because as we know.
Speaking of I and P's, I wonder why a certain individual didn't pull this IP address and uncover this story, since they're always threatening to do so. That's just a side note.
So, for one, you got to figure out where the video was at, jurisdiction. So they pretty much had to go to the higher ups, because the regular local police, that was like pretty much, unless I knew exactly who uploaded the video and it was in the same town, then they have to reach out to the next town. So they pretty much is going through protocol to find out who exactly uploaded the video. I'm banned from Facebook just because I was empowering Black people. Facebook should be shut down. Facebook is all the way foul. That video should not still be up. Somebody just sent me that video again, and I don't understand why is that video still on Facebook. Hopefully the FBI do take it, because you know what? One thing I do realize about the FBI, when you watch the news, you see the FBI all over the news, the FBI locking people up because they got pornographic pictures. Now, how the FBI know they got these pictures? Obviously.
Just to let everyone know, and I agree with the chat, yes, you call the police when you see a random video and you're portraying this image to us as though you're some sort of caring brother and you've seen this, and it's disgusting that you had to watch it multiple times and that people were sending what you watched multiple times. Now, not even just excusing the language and the verbiage you were using to describe this. You can call the police then. You can call the police when you've seen that. But Bambaataa can carry on a child pornography, basically, ring for decades, and you never once saw fit to call the police. And you even admitted he was an animal in the bedroom. So you have this big, large Black man animal in the bedroom who's attacking teenage boys, because you were a teenage boy. And to this day, you really pretty much never called the police on them.
Obviously, you watch them online. So obviously, before I even called the police, the FBI had to see that video. I guess they just pick and choose who they're going to lock up too.
Like you pick and choose who you're going to call to.
I couldn't even look at it. Sent chills up my spine. That's exactly what it did to me. Sent chills up my spine. It sent chills up my spine. And the only reason why I looked at that goddamn nasty ass video was to get clues.
Investigation. I was waiting for it. There it is. You see, people, the only reason, there was no other reason for him to look at this. He was investigating. The same way when dumbass Kev got caught on Sinetta's audio tape, greatest hits. He wasn't over there pretending to be something he's not, being a complete fraud. No, no, no. He was on a mission, detective mission. This dude just told you that he was watching child pornography. Now, not only is he just a security guard, not only does he have co-ops, not only is he a dog breeder, now he's a YouTube detective who watches graphic child pornography videos as detective work.
Maybe is that in America? Is that an African American? How old is this little girl? Where are they at? Maybe we can hear something in the background, a name being called. Yeah, it sent chill through my spine, definitely. I got babies. Believe me when I tell you, that video ain't no joke. But the reality of it is, for the most part, sit back and analyze it. Anybody on Facebook, ask the people. Listen, Israel been saying he's responsible for me calling the cops. First and foremost, I don't listen to Israel Doctrine. I don't want to speak the dude's name. Israel Doctrine ain't worth talking about. He ain't worth talking about. I don't look at Israel Doctrine. Israel Doctrine don't talk about nothing but me. For one. For two, Israel Doctrine shouldn't be telling you that.
First off, just to clarify, a point of clarification, Israel Doctrine talks about you in the things that you said about and alleging that someone was murdered or disappeared. You know, as dumb as Israel Doctrine is, and fucking weird and country and just overall useless, he did make that point.
You that he's responsible for me calling the police. He should be telling you that he called the police as well. So that's the end of that. Stop bringing that bitch ass nigga name up in my chat. He's not worth talking about. Israel Doctrine ain't worth talking about for me. They're trying to normalize it. F your heads up with it. I'm seeing incest, pedophilia pushed. They want our children desensitized. Yeah, they do. It is pretty much. And not enough people are caring. Not enough people are caring. And that's the bottom line to that. That's the bottom line to that. But let's sit back and analyze. Ask yourself a question, for those of you that seen that video. Ask yourself a question. Did the person who sent that video to you, did they call the police? Once again, there's a video circulating on social media with a grown man molesting a 5-year-old to a 7-year-old. He has a video with a camera on him receiving oral sex from a 5-year-old. And believe me, you don't want to see it because it's very graphic, it's very disturbing, and everything in that little girl's face says, I'm a baby, even down to the little barrettes in her hairs. Oh, people all over Facebook joking about it as well. That's all right. Because the reality of it is, when you see these people joking about it, block them. Disrespect them all over their timeline and block them. Take their picture. Write a caption over their picture just to show that they thought it was funny. There is nothing funny about a 5-year-old being molested. Nothing funny about that. I'd rather people make fun of me and talk all that shit about man. Bam, make fun of me. I'm cool with y'all making fun of me. But what you don't do.
Good. So what we're gonna do is we're not gonna make fun of you. What we're actually gonna do is point out that the same fervor, the same passion that you're showing right now, we'd like you to apply that to Bambaataa in the decades of molestation that you allege that he engaged in. Now, we don't want you to continue taking money from him to get your dog to take your dogs to the vet. We don't want you to keep getting money from him to help you out with whatever the fuck he helps you out with, your rent and all the other things he may assist you in. What we need you to do is take that same energy, nigga, and direct that shit to a cause that you were directly attached to, you were involved in, so to speak. Not saying that you were engaged in recruitment for him, because I don't know that, so I'm not going to say that, but you said that it happened to you from there. So that's what we want you to do. You know, we don't want to make fun of you. What we want you to do is stop YouTubing. Stop being the same typical dumbass black man on YouTube who says one thing and is not that. There's brothers out here who want child support and make videos about child support and the system and the corruption and the whatever. Yo, there's niggas out here who engage in, who are former gangbangers and make videos about the lifestyle they live and the shit. Like, dog, ain't nobody perfect. But I respect people when they come out and be like, yo, I'm just a regular nigga. So if I get involved with anything, I ain't never tell you I was perfect. I just told you, yo, I think we should try to do whatever we can. If it's a voice, if it's a message, if it's a something to present to people, to try to put your 2 cents in it and make some sort of change, let's do that shit. But to be running the fuck around, promoting yourself as one thing, and then you completely different. You live in a complete different lifestyle, dog. That's fucking fraudulent, and we're tired of that shit. We trying to have a nigga meeting, and we can't have it with a bunch of frauds there. You're trying to present to the world that you are some sort of champion for this cause. You were so appalled by this video, but yet you're not appalled enough by decades of a man doing something and basically getting away with it. Derek Jones Talks Live, people. This has been your show. I truly hope that you've enjoyed yourself. I've enjoyed bringing this show to you tonight. We just got finished going to an impromptu topic. You know, it was fresh off the presses, so I had to deal with it as it came to me, and I don't have any problems with that. I'll do it anytime. Doesn't matter. Also, when we talked tonight and we played audio from Sonetta and his supposed concern for what happened through a YouTube video that someone's he's alleging that his child was exploited through a YouTube video, some sort of YouTube video.
That's a given. We already done figured that out.
Involving Sarah.
I can guarantee you, fam, that we're gonna see who Ankh Crackpipe is when I finish with him.
And that statement what he just said is backed up completely by him alleging that his daughter is in some sort of danger, though he's the one who brought his daughter out on YouTube video. Now he's alleging that his daughter is in some sort of danger, and that's the premise for him going to find out who Ankh's Crackpipe is. But we heard this audio from an individual.
I'm gonna holler at your daughter. I already got all her information on Google Maps. So when I pull up on her and I'll take her out to dinner and I'll fuck her, I'm gonna send you the video. Matter of fact, you're gonna buy the video off me, all right?
Fair use. This is fair use. This is open audio that I discovered on YouTube and just using it as critique.
We'll see about all that, but this is real shit I'm talking about. I'm playing with some money. You playing with fake ass politics, boy. You don't fuck with a street nigga. You know what I mean? I could take it anywhere you want to take this shit. I know you recording me. We can take it anywhere you want to take it, though. You fucking with the wrong person. But I just want to take your daughter. I want to take your daughter on a date. I'm gonna buy her some Jordans and all that.
No, you don't have to buy her more than that. I bought that already. I bought that already.
So you gonna give me her number, or you want me to just go do my research and then I'll tell you when I hit her up? I'll show you everything.
Well, you know, you gotta ask your mother because your mother got all the details already.
This shit you saying is fraud. Once I start sending you these pictures of her address and I start pulling up on her, you're not gonna know how to handle that. It's gonna eat you up inside.
Yeah, that shit might really eat me up, bro. But I tell you what, your mother was kicking my ass last night.
Or if you want, you can meet me in Yonkers. However you want to do it. I'm a grown ass man. I'm 30 years old. 10-6-86.
I'm 53 years old. I'll let you meet my nephew. I'll let you meet my young kid. I'm an old ass nigga. Talk about me and you fighting people. You sound like a bitch. Nigga, if you want to fight and you're really about that life, then come to Harlem. My nephew will be here.
I'm not going to jail for you. I'm not going to jail for you.
You sound like a bitch, nigga.
This audio right here does not rile him up to call the police and, you know, look for the protection of his daughter.
Man, you're gonna respect that white man. And they're gonna track your shit. And I want to track him down because I want to see his face.
Not protect his daughter, but, you know, see his face.
Yes, I'm trying to find the nearest precinct. I think it's on 135th Street from where I live at. 135th Street between 7th Avenue and 8th Avenue.
This asshole just narrowed down where he lived, and he already put up pictures of his daughter all on the internet and YouTube TV, but he's trying to protect her. Derek Jones Talks Live. This has been our stream. Get with us tomorrow morning for the Morning Yard stream, where I will be taking questions from the chat. So I do not have a topic as of yet, because I will be taking questions from the chat tomorrow morning as the topic. Morning Yard stream, it is about 6:30 to 6:40 is the start time, a.m. So you got to be an early riser on that one. I enjoyed you guys immensely tonight. We had fun. Peace.